disappointing result at Magic. What's been the reaction to that this week?
Just like anyone else after a loss, I think we're a bit disappointed. We know we could have done better, and I think that's something we needed to work on this week.
Is it a case of sort of not quite starting how you wanted to, and then just always being a little bit behind from there?
Yeah, I thought we shot ourselves in the foot in a few moments that obviously didn't help kickstart that run that we wanted to get. And by the time we obviously wanted things to start happening, it got a bit too late. Obviously, falling down 2 men, I thought we showed great character, and then things just didn't go our way in certain aspects. And obviously, like I said, we shot ourselves in the foot, let ourselves down where we're normally good.
The sin bins and going short on men is something, there's obviously with the rules change this year, there's been a lot of that across the league, but it does seem to impact you quite often in terms of being behind for a man. Is that something you look to address, or is there just a consequence of those rules changes in the way these things are penalised these days?
No, a lot, like you said, a lot of rules come in this year, a lot of changes, and I felt we trained all preseason real well on those changes, and it's funny that some things that we worked real hard on during the year just sort of started falling out the window, and I just feel like it's a whole new game again. All of a sudden, play the balls don't matter anymore, so don't know what happened there. And I think playing 12 meters, I thought it was 10. I'm not just talking about last week, I'm talking about around the whole season, so that's not having a dig. It's just I think we just need to be consistent as a game, and I know our boys train hard in playing the way that the rules have been given to us at the start of the year, so we'll just keep doing that.
So, and on the back of the weekend, you've lost Sam Storr and Tim and Oliver Partington this week. Obviously, when you've got a small squad and those are key players within it, how difficult does it make it to be without them the following week?
Yeah, like you said, we're not blessed with the biggest team, but we got a right squad where they help each other out. They fill in those holes, and everyone plays their part. Obviously, like you said, having those boys out, key players, and especially coming up to a big game, it plays a big part in how we prepare this week and perform. But I know the boys will be up for the challenge, and there'll be no excuses.
And then looking at Huddersfield, obviously we played them a few weeks ago. They just changed coach, and Luke had come in there, and it was perhaps a bit of an unknown in terms of the change he'd make and how they play. Now they've had a few games under Luke and that new coach and the way they are playing. Has that allowed you to have a bit more of a bank in terms of your prep and knowing what to expect from them this weekend?
Yeah, definitely. Like you said, they've had a few games under Luke's obviously coaching, but that don't change how we prepare. We prepare ourselves to play our best footy. Obviously, they bring a different team to that last game that we've played as well. So we prepare differently, just as they would as well. So we're just focused on ourselves and making sure we bring a full 80-minute performance.
And just finally, obviously one of their key men is Jake Connor. A lot gets said about him in terms of that, sometimes his own teammates might not know what he's going to do in different moments. Can you put a plan together to deal with somebody like him, or is it just a case of in the moment everyone's got to be really switched on to what you can do?
Yeah, you just prepare yourself for anything really. He's a great footballer. He's got knowledge of the game. He sees things others don't do, so that's why some people think he don't know what he's doing, but I think he plays what's in front. He's got eyes up every time, so if you're not on the ball, he'll take those moments and take those gaps or spaces, and he'll hurt you.
Brilliant. Cheers, Krisnan. All the best for the weekend.
Thank you.
Hi, Krisnan. How's things?
Hey, mate. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you. Just looking at the table, a win basically takes you up to fourth. St Helens, yourselves all on 24, 26, sorry, and a loss takes you within a point of being seventh. Does that make it harder to prep for games, knowing that other teams could leapfrog you at any time?
No, like I said, we worry about ourselves. We can't put our destiny in other people's hands and worrying about other people's results. Otherwise, we're just on the back foot, just hoping all the time. We're not a team of hope. We like to be masters of our own destiny, as they say, and as long as we're performing well, we know what we can control and things that we can't.
Yeah, in a weird way, does that kind of make your job easier then?
Our job's never easy. Our boys, they do the hard stuff. They make it look easy, but we're always just trying to prep our boys well every week and making sure they've got every bit of information leading into each game to allow them to play their best footy.
Yeah, just on recruitment, I know you might not be the person to ask about this, but are you in conversations with anyone ahead of next year?
How come? How come I'm not the man to talk about it? No.
I'm not sure.
No, we're always looking. We're always looking for numbers. Like I said, we've got the smallest squad probably in the comp, and we're always looking to add. So, yeah, there's a few people in the mix.
Are there any specific positions that you're targeting at the moment?
1 to 13.
Just everyone then.
Yep.
Yeah, cool, brilliant. That's it from me, Krisnan. Best of luck this weekend.
Cheers, mate.